Morning. Yeah, I'm feeling quite tired at this stage. As you say, this is uncharted territory. This is now day 17 of the hunger strike. Yeah, I'm feeling its length now. As you see, I'm sitting down, not much energy to walk around. Still in good spirits. We've had lots of lovely people come down, as you mentioned. We had Claudia Winkleman and Victoria Coren-Mitchell yesterday, a number of politicians, and just lots of lovely people. Very good for lifting spirits. But yeah, not eating for this long does take its toll.
Have you had any response whatsoever from the government yet about this?
So not directly, not since the very beginning. In fact, though, yesterday there was some positive movement. So yesterday Liz Truss, the current Foreign Secretary, spoke to the Iranian Foreign Minister, and as a result of that phone call, the Iranian Deputy Foreign Minister is coming to London on Thursday to talk about Nazanin's case and nuclear stuff. So it feels like at least it's provoking some movement. It felt like things were moving at glacial pace for a long time. So I'm glad that there is finally some traction.
And it's great news that you feel there has been some traction, of course. I mean, what do you want to see? How long are you planning to stay out here, and what will be sort of decisive action for you? Of course, the end goal is getting Nazanin home, but what would you like to see sort of in the short term on the part of the government, both Iran and British government?
Well, so you're right. Actually, a hunger strike is a short-term tactic, and you have to listen to your body at some point. And my body is beginning to creak. So I don't think we'll be doing this for weeks and weeks. I think it's days and days at this point. In terms of demands, I chased the Foreign Office yesterday. I said, listen, you've got the 4 demands. You know what I've asked for. They're all things you can do. Are you going to say yes? Are you going to say no? Or are you just going to give no answer and hope that I stop at some point? I think the 2 points remain the same. Nazanin and others are being held over the UK government's debt. They need to resolve that debt dispute so that people can come home. And they really do need to challenge Iran on its hostage taking. It doesn't make it safe to British citizens to do neither on both things.
How is Nazanin? Do you speak to her at all regularly or at all, I suppose, really?
Yeah, no. At the moment, she's not been brought back into prison. She's still waiting that phone call. So at the moment, she's still at her mum's, and I spoke to her yesterday. Probably as the day's gone on, less worried about prison, more worried about her husband, and particularly she'll check the weather online to see how it is. Want reassurance in the morning that I was okay, got through the night. It's obviously a long time. It puts a strain on her, but on all the family. There's an edge to a hunger strike. It can be a stressful thing.
It's not too distressing for you, I suppose, really. Can I just ask, because it's been a heck of a long time, hasn't it, now that this issue has been rumbling on for. What do you miss most about Nazanin? What are the things that you miss most?
I think I just look forward to being normal again. So just us being a normal couple. Obviously not with a 1.5-year-old now with a 7-year-old, but just going around the neighbourhood. Doing things on a Saturday, the normal life of sitting having some cups of tea together. That's what was taken away from us, and I look forward to the point when that happens again.
And look, obviously Boris Johnson is now at the tiller, as it were, of this country, and I understand that he's not exactly done Nazanin many favours in the past, has he? I think he made a couple of quite blundering remarks in the past that certainly did no favours for her whatsoever. I take it you've got very little faith that Boris Johnson will actually do anything about this, or even want to do anything about this?
Look, he's the Prime Minister. He's responsible for all of our safety. He's responsible for protecting all British citizens. I think my point to him is, he needs to take that responsibility seriously. You're right, he was associated very closely with Nazanin's case once upon a time, has kept his distance a bit more recently, but he can't walk away from that responsibility.